What I want you to do is like do this thing called like wiggling. So what I mean by that is like you test the waters. You walk up here. If the pike walks into the bush, you just walk back. But right now, you're like standing behind the wave. Don't do that.
Okay, I see. So it's like baiting out spells in mid, but it's like baiting out movement.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yes. By moving, you're gonna create pressure. If they respect your pressure, now you get this bush for free.
And then Ezreal can stack it up pretty quickly with his Q and autos. So I thought we would win the level 1 very hard.
Okay. So
and then I could heal to keep our move speed. And I was gonna heal to keep our move speed up so we can get the passive stacks off too. And like that's like I saw what I did it in lane 2 is I healed so we could try to keep the passive stacks on and like start hitting them. So we're gonna walk them
down. Okay, so for every ADC, there's like a certain gimmick that you need to have to be able to like kind of fight really hard. For Kai'Sa, it's mostly like ISO damage with her passive. So if she can proc 5 auto or 5 whatever plasma stacks, she can deal crazy damage. For Ezreal, this is passive stacks because obviously he gets a lot of attack speed. But the thing is, you can't actually all in with Ezreal without having like 3 passive stacks up. So if you did that without your Ezreal having passive stacks up, you're playing it kind of wrong. Okay.
Okay.
So the all-in depends on that. Yeah. No, but that's okay. Another one, for example, is like Draven juggling 2 axes at the same time. He can't fight before he does that. So for the first like 5 to 10 seconds of the lane, when he has 1 axe going, there's a lot of lanes where you can just like run straight at him and fuck him up.
Yeah, so unless he has like unless he does like the hit the blue buff and then walk away.
You can't do that anymore, or you shouldn't do that anymore. No, you can't do it anymore. Actually, it's just bad.
With the wave spawn.
Yeah, okay. It's just bad. And then I think maybe you can do it. It's just not optimal. Anyways, I mean, so on and so forth. Like basically, just be careful with the certain gimmick. And also, there's one last thing that you're probably not thinking about: the runes, right? So you have Guardian, which is like a fighting rune. If you didn't, you would go Spellbook. Ezreal has PTA, which is like a fighting rune, but it's not like an all-in rune. So usually he wants to proc his PTA, get the stun off, and then back up.
Yeah, that's something I usually notice. Like I look for like if my AD carry has lethal temp, like if I'm playing like a Jhin or Jin's not a bad example, but like I look for to see if they have like Caitlyn, for instance. I see if they have like lethal tempo or like first strike or something.
Yeah.
But I thought like like again my thought process was like because I know how strong Braum level 1 is, so I did think like even though he has PTA, I thought that was a strong enough rune that we could kill. So that's like where my mind was. I could be completely wrong.
No. I'm just thinking because there's a chance you just like did the fight. So there's a chance where yes, you unironically can fight with PTA. I just want to see how the fight goes. Anyways, you guys should win short trades, but you should also win long trades if it's not in if it's in the wave. Basically, Kai'Sa, if she Qs you when you're in the wave, it splits damage, and Pyke can't Q you when you're in the wave. So actually, all of you guys don't want to fight in the wave because Ezreal also wants to be able to Q. You want to Q, but I think it's much better for you not to. It's better for you to be in the wave than it is for them because they deal less damage to you, and you're actually not a lane where you can actively try to kill them. Like they have to mess up for you to kill them. As a matter of fact, they're trying to kill you. Like Ezreal is one of those lanes where you can fight, but you can also give prio depending on whether or not you use mana. So it's pretty like mana intensive. He's a part of the class of ADCs called neutralizers. So like Jhin as well is like this. Varus is like this when he has he's poke Varus. Basically, they spam their abilities just to get prio. Jinx kind of has this as well, but she scales way better. So that's why she's a hyperscaler. So if you get passive stacks, you'll be able to contest the wave. If you don't get passive stacks and Kai'Sa just continues queuing the wave, you're going to lose. Wave push, sorry. And long story short, this lane depends on how you fight quite a bit. And I would not recommend going sweeper in this lane, just to answer your question about like warding the middle bush and whatnot. Also, the reason why people ward, so you should always try to ward the topmost corner of the bush because basically, if you ward it here, you get less vision of the lane, so it doesn't make sense for you to ward it more downwards. And if you ward it at the top, so you get more vision. Also, it's further away from the enemy, so you always want to make sure you're warding like at the tip, because they could have killed your ward if they played it correctly, but they didn't, and Ezreal's late. Yeah. Okay, so let's see how this goes. So right here, you're probably thinking to yourself, okay, it's warded. Like, I don't really want to walk into the bush. That's not necessarily true. Yeah. You can walk into the bush. Matter of fact, you can even like walk up here. I just don't want you to like take an isolated Kaisa Q to the head. That's it. And on champions like, what's up?
I was gonna say, like, you're gonna see me play like kind of like with my melee minions. Like, unless she like walks up, then I'll walk back. So
that's perfect. Okay, so literally off of this, by the way, you should know, like, okay, this is gonna be not this is gonna be a rough one, but your Ezreal doesn't know how to play the game.
Yeah, I was pissed because like this entire game I was calling him a pussy. Like if you play with sound on, I was like this Ezreal's so scared. Like that's what I was like saying to myself. I'm like, it was making me mad.
Yeah, I mean that's valid. So the reason why you can never Q like this as Ezreal is because now you don't have a Q for 6 seconds and you won't get your passive stacks. So you should always Q the wave to start getting wave push. So anyways, because of that, now you're going to lose wave prio, and you should know that like they're going to get level 2 first. And okay, this is where it's going to start getting scary, because if you continue contesting the wave, you're going to give them trades for no reason. So both sides are just one-shotting the wave pretty much. You're hitting the wave, they're hitting the wave. And there's going to be basically nothing in about 5 seconds. So should just be a little bit careful. So here, okay, when you're also, onto... What's up?
I was going to say, you're going to see the Pyke charges up his hook. I thought I blocked it, and I didn't, so that's why Ezreal got hit. You'll see like where my positioning was. I thought I blocked. I was trying to tank it. That's what I was trying. You'll see.
Well, you shouldn't tank it.
Oh, I thought I should. Here.
Well, okay. It's not because you shouldn't... It's not because you shouldn't take the damage. It's just that you shouldn't be here. The reason why is because all the way from back here, I know that you're not contesting the wave. So this is fine. Okay, so once you know that you're no longer the lane that's getting push, you need you need to be in the mindset of like, okay, we're receiving the wave. So there's like contesting wave, there's 2 sides, there's contesting, and then there's not contesting, pretty much. And the reason why you can't contest is because of what we said. The Ezreal has no passive stacks. And so at this point, I choose not contesting, because if you do contest, you're going to be fighting. And remember, who's winning and fight? Who actually wants to fight who?
They need to fight us.
Yes. So that's really...
So I should not take the stack, so I can let their wave kill our wave faster.
Okay. So this stack, I don't mind it, because they're literally destroying the wave to the point where they're going to crash this wave before the second wave even comes. So this is good because your wave is so small. So you'll lose less minions. So they're going to kill these minions in about like 5 seconds, okay? If you don't kill this minion, let's say, and Ezreal doesn't get to farm these minions and it ends up under your turret, there's a chance that you're going to lose like 1 or 2 casters. So you doing this is good because they're pushing the wave so fucking fast. You have no melees and your casters are almost dead. Therefore, equalizing the wave here is actually good.
Yeah.
It's kind of complicated, but they hit the wave so much that you taking this stack is actually good because you don't want it to crash into turret. And I'm really surprised because you guys are using... Okay, yeah. So at this point, you should know like we're not contesting. So I just want you to ping back and walk back once these minions start dying, because if you don't walk back, these minions are going to eventually die. Pyke is just going to walk forward and you're going to get hooked. So yeah, right here, Ezreal has no Q. You don't want to tank this hook. Also, yeah, that's a little unfortunate. But I think it's because you clicked out, actually. Wait.
Oh, I did. Yeah. I clicked away.
Yeah. It's usually like really, really close timing like that. Okay, so this...
like a reactive thing.
Yeah, it is. You just have to get used to it because especially when you play other roles, like...
And so right there is where I'm thinking like, so right here, when I tag this Kaisa and the Pyke's like going really far away, so the Kaisa like keeps stepping up and the Pyke's running away, this is where I'm thinking like, okay, I think we win this. Then that's where I was like, like the Pike went really far away, and we had like a 2v1 on Kaisa, and like look at her health, and I'm thinking I'm full HP, and then I got kind of bursted down here, and I was not expecting that. I was like, holy shit, and I die.
Okay, so
It's like Kaisa stacks. I wasn't keeping track of that.
well, you are winning, but even if the Pike didn't have hook, by the way, if you continue this fight, you are tanking the entire wave. So that's actually why you don't want to fight here. Also, another thing is make sure that when you're actually in the fight, you immediately. So right here, you have to use your pot. You wouldn't have died if you used your pot. Okay.
Yeah.
So the second you get into a fight, this would save you, and then yeah, it would be literally like 100 HP difference. But at the same time, like I'm gonna tell you exactly when you should have finished this trade. Okay, so right now your Ezreal, I think he has 1 or 2 pass. No, he has. Let me see. I think he has 2 passive stacks here. Let me actually be 100% on that. Okay, so that's 1. That's 2. Okay, so he should have 3 passive stacks. Yeah. So fighting here is unironically good, right? Because you have 3 passive stacks. But right here, once you get the Braum passive, actually, no, even here is too far. Now that I think about it, you guys shouldn't be walking into them, because even though Pike just uses hook, right? And either he hooks you or either he hooks the ADC, okay? It's not good because your Q timers are now matched, okay? So when you have Q, this Pike is going to have Q. So if you're running into them and you're running into them for this fight, you're going to eventually have to walk out, right? And he's just going to run at you with Q, and you're going to get chunked for your entire HP bar. And that's what happens. Also, did you play on this patch? This game?
Yeah, this game was like, oh no, I have the date for it. Give me 1 second. This date was February 4th, so yesterday.
Yeah. You just got nerfed. Your champ just got nerfed. You lost like Braum lost like 30 HP, I think, and armor. So yeah, I don't think you would have died last
that
patch.
Explains why I felt squishy.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, like even last patch, you would be 1 HP basically. So regardless, I just wanted to make sure of that thing. And so yeah, when
I think I also lost damage too, right, with my passive.
Say that again, sorry.
So I think I lost damage on my passive too, right?
I don't remember the actual. All I remember was the HP. So maybe you lost damage, or it's either damage or armor. But regardless, that's pretty important. So the time where I want you to stop this trade is literally right now, and the reason why is because the next wave is coming. If you stay past this line, they're just gonna kill you. And remember, you're not the one who wants to fight so badly. Matter of fact, I mean, I'm not going to lie. Like, even here, by the way, like, you guys should not even try to hit the Pike. Like, this is really bad for you because, remember, even if, like, you get the passive stacks on the Pike, this bitch has lethal tempo. You have PTA. So you extending for that is bad. So yeah. So right here, Q, and the Ezreal should be kiting back. And you should be tanking autos from the Kaisa. It should never be Ezreal's walking in and taking all of his HP just to hit the support. Like, this doesn't make sense. And the support has sustain, by the way.
Yeah.
So
true.
Yeah, I would end this trade at
probably stepping forward too, because it's seeing me step forward. So if I'm like start stepping back, he'll probably start stepping back. So
yeah.
Probably...
I mean, what I would recommend is literally once he gets hooked, just like ping careful. Like, I'm not even joking, because he has to run. I know it's like pretty instant, but yeah. So at this point, even if you were to, so the reason why it's so bad for the Ezreal to have taken damage here is because now, right? If you don't, let's say you and the Ezreal are standing in a straight line. If you don't flash away, you're gonna die. If you flash away, Ezreal is also gonna have to flash, and now you just blew 2 flashes, or Ezreal is just gonna die after you flash. So this is just not a worth trade. So be very careful, okay? This lane, not fighting for you unless they come into you. So now at this point, you're kind of behind. I would recommend not getting a pink ward, okay? Because you need pot. Just get 1 pot, and then don't get sweeper as well, because wards also got nerfed this patch. So you get your ward 40 seconds later than you usually would have. So right now, at last patch, if you warded the middle bush at the start of the game, you would get a ward at 3 minutes. Now it's 3 minutes and 40 seconds. So you actually need to alternate your wards pretty well with your ADC. So basically, take your ward, hold your ward.
Yeah, I didn't look at the patch notes, and I could feel it. I was like, man, it feels like I don't have any wards.
Yes, literally.
I didn't look at the patch notes. So I didn't know that. I was just like,
yeah. I mean, you're eventually gonna feel it, right? Because you're actually like playing the game. So, okay, so now you're just catching the wave. You're holding. Okay, don't recommend this at all. Because
my thought process here is they were gonna have to base, and I ended up dying here actually. I think because of this too, but because I didn't dodge the hook, yeah. But I was like my thought process was like they're gonna have to base. I can keep them here to base, and that kind of like saves saves my death. But then I take so much damage, and I was like,
yeah. So that's the thing.
You know, so, like my first deaths, they didn't get to spend the gold for my first death, so I was like,
So the only reason why holding the wave here is bad is because it's going to take 10 seconds for the next wave to come here, and you'll be tanking about 7 minions plus a cannon. Well, the cannon is the 7th minion, but there's a lot. So you can... Okay. The issue is you should never be able to hold this regardless, because the pike should run at you here. He should be here and preventing you from freezing. So if I was to tell you it's possible for you to hold the freeze here if the pike doesn't walk up, it is true. Because you can take this minion and then start hitting this cannon and hold the wave so that you don't lose that much HP. But if this guy plays correctly, you cannot hold the freeze. And you would lose half your HP by doing that. Which is why I'm kind of giving you... So if you lose too much HP from a freeze, don't do it. Because you just came back to lane and the enemy is going to recall.
Yeah, it's like my thought process was I could take this wave and then freeze it. Next wave comes in, I could recall home guards. I'd be back in time, wouldn't miss too much, and they'd miss an entire wave, and which would kind of equalize the kill. And I was like, that's where my mind was. But then I walk up too far trying to, and then I was like maybe I can cancel their base, and then cause them not to be able to spend the gold, and then I end up taking way too much damage, and then I died. So but that's like where my mind was.
Yeah, no, it's good you're telling me that. I mean, it's just because it's in the earlier level like that. That's literally the only. If this was level 5, number 1, you would have more HP. Number 2, you would have W to like tank the wave more. So it's just because you're early on, less HP, less resources to work with. You're level 1, and then let's say you were to hold this wave, and then you made the enemy lose the entire wave. You would be coming back to lane like level 2, whilst they're almost level 3. Your ADC would get a lot of EXP, but now you're late to level 6 compared to this pike, but this guy is also going to hit level 6 before you will. So mismatching your EXP like that earlier on is just not that worth it, okay? But this is a very niche situation, by the way. It doesn't happen very often. This only happened because you died earlier.
And I get W, so I'm like, maybe I can tank and like cancel their base with my E. And then I get hit by this hook, which was unfortunate. I'm bad. But and then I take it. But so, yeah, I don't know.
They're not forced to base, by the way. Like they really don't have to base, which is why all the way back here, I'm in my head is like they're gonna kill you. Like this pike does not need to be clicking back here, and the Kaisa does not need to be clicking back here. Like their jungler can also be pathing bot as well. So, oh no, he's pathing top. You just saw him.
Yeah.
So.
No. Their jungler is pathing bot. Their jungler is pathing bot, but he tried to cheese gank on our mid laner level 2. He did a 2-camp gank level 2.
Oh wow!
Wait. Yeah, as a Rammus. That's how my Akali died.
Oh wow!
No, he did 3-camp. Okay.
Yeah, if it was 2-camp, I mean, he would have lost the game, and it would have been earlier. But okay, regardless, like now, like again, like they're not forced to base at all. Like their conditions. So if they were, let's say, half HP, half mana, like both of them, right? She's a little bit lower HP, and then this guy is also half HP, half mana. Then you doing this is not the worst because they're forced to base. Like if they don't base, their jungler needs to clear camps. So if he doesn't clear his camps, sorry, if their jungler cheese ganks mid, he's not going to be late on his full clear. So your jungler is going to be first to bot. And if they're half HP, half mana, you can look for a gank, but they're not.
That's another reason why I was doing this, because I knew their jungler would be late on our clear, and I thought our jungler would be here first. And so that was another thing.
Yeah.
And that's why you see me pinging that she had no sums. I was like, hey, come. I was like trying to get him to come again. And then I die.
That's fair. Yeah, right here, you're going to die if you tank that. Oh, wait, you could have lived. So right here, instead of turning back and queuing, just walk back. You stood still to queue and you just died to a
but I think we do end up getting this kill. So that's huge, I guess. I think he double kills, actually. I'm pretty sure he double kills here.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna lie, that's not how this is supposed to go. But what did this Kaisa use Q on? Let's find out. She's so okay. Listen, she queued 1 minion. Okay, you should die here. Okay, you should die, and you should die faster. So this is never like you should never die. You should never be willing to die here for a kill, because this Kaisa should have killed you, and then since you die faster, she can't die here. Regardless, my point is like all the way from back, like holding the wave, you managed to salvage this because the enemy is bad. So don't hold it the next time. Because the higher you go, by the way, not only will you die on the first level, you'll also die there. So you'll have 2 deaths in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Yeah. So, okay, let's go back. And so your wave is slow pushing out. You won't make it to the next wave, so you have to go mid. Yes, this is good. Okay, I would recommend stay in lane. And the reason why I would... Actually, wait. How far does the home guards go?
It goes right there. Right. It goes right where I was at.
Yeah.
You can see, like, if you look at my screen right there.
Yeah, I see the little, like, curve thing, yeah. But I thought it was to the furthest wave in the lane. Is that wrong?
Oh, I might be wrong. I thought it was...
No. This is... You're right. It's just, like... I don't know. I was told that it was not just up to here. I think early game, actually, yeah, the home guards is a lot shorter. Regardless. It's fine now, but later on in the game, make sure when you're moving, you're usually moving through lane if something's not urgent in the jungle.
Yeah.
So this is really good.
That is new.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't think I'd make a play here, because I think you just kill, and I'm like, whatever. I think I can actually get her flash.
Yeah, this is really good.
Yeah, I get her flash.
This is really good.
And then I'll make a walk back bot.
Okay. So this is kind of important. Sometimes in the game, sometimes you're going to have to take mid EXP and hit your stacks on mid, okay? Now, should you do it here? Not necessarily, because if you try to like walk up and hit the cannon pretty much and try to get yourself and the Kalia base, you're going to tank your entire HP bar because she has full combo right now. So you can't actually just stay here. But if you have, let's say, like...
I didn't want to do it because he had double buffs.
I don't think that changes much.
I didn't think he needed a reset. So I was like, I think he can play the lane out, so I didn't want to push his wave, so he could play the lane with the R with double buffs.
That's fair, but you also need EXP. You just moved on the map and you got 0 EXP. Their bot lane's going to be level 4 and you're level 3 just barely. Yeah. Like, you need EXP. It doesn't matter if you take mid EXP if it makes your game playable. Like, you used to play mid, right? I think maybe.
Yeah, I did. So that's why I hate supports taking my XP.
Yes, but if your support comes mid, gets you vision, clears out vision, they need to take your stacks on the wave, because if they don't, they're walking to a lane, getting 0 EXP, and then putting down wards for a lane they're not going to be in. So if you go to a lane and you influence it, it's fine for you to take your stacks there, okay? For EXP and gold. Not in this situation, because you'll lose all your HP. Support is literally just a game of, like, where can I go? Where do I have to show? And do I lose too much HP for it? In time for you to just end up back bot. So if you lose too much HP here for taking the cannon, go bot. Which is exactly what you do. Nice. And you have a pink ward. So, okay. Since you're crossing back down to bot, I would recommend dropping your pink ward down in one of two places. So I think your Akali has like this much gold, if I'm not incorrect. She got the kill on the Rammus, and then she's been in lane for like a minute, I think. So she's gonna have a decent amount of gold. If you think she's basing, which I don't think she's gonna base, she has double buffs, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can put down your ward here. This is like a more of a defensive ward for mid. But if you cross the mid and you have a pink ward, usually you want to just drop it in the line bush here. Just to get what's it called?
I think I save it for my try.
That's fine, but here you're gonna lose prio. So if you put it in your try and you don't fight back, you're just gonna lose your cannon. Mm-hmm. So also when you're coming back to lane, make sure if you're walking past a vision cone, you're using it. Because right here you could just get the ward without using your sweeper. Utilize those cones like a lot, by the way. Also, you have to spam ping danger mid because their pike can be mid now.
Yeah, true.
I like the F keys, but like right here, you have to you have to realize like if the pike isn't in lane, you need to try to force him to come back to lane, and the way you do that is what's up?
I think I do step up here like soon.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
Well, okay. If you're stepping up, make sure you're just like so. Right now, you know the pike's not in lane. Just bolt straight for this bush.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because if you're in the bush, she has to walk to the left side of the lane, and then if she walks that way, you can just walk up here and then use your Braum shield and make her miss minions. It's pretty annoying, but you got some good counterplay with Braum. Okay, so now that's warded. And you don't even need to pink ward here because you have the vision cone as well. Or if you vision coned earlier, you would have your suit. Regardless. So now, by the way, no cope. They don't have a ward. Why do you know that?
Because I cleared out Pike's ward in the Pixel Rush, and I just cleared out that ward.
Yep. So now they have no vision. If there's a timer for your Nafir to come bot, you can ping for a gank. And the way that'll work, so right now it looks like you don't really understand like what you're supposed to do with the wave, because it's like slow pushing out, but you died earlier, so you probably don't want to die again. Like the wave is like pretty close, so if you walk into this bush, there's a chance of you getting hit. So what I want you to do is like do this thing called like wiggling. So what I mean by that is like you test the waters. You walk up here. If the pike walks into the bush, you just walk back. But right now, you're like standing behind the wave. Don't do that.
Okay, I see. So it's like baiting out spells in mid, but it's like baiting out movement.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yes. By moving, you're gonna create pressure. If they respect your pressure, now you get this bush for free. Sometimes people don't understand that like they can just walk up here, and if the pike, doesn't understand it, you're just gonna win out. I think as well, even if you walk towards this bush, let's say, let me wind it back a little bit so you see more of the lane. If you walk here and the pike is like over here, right, and he's charging his Q, you still have W. You'll have enough time to react. You can just like W a minion. And now you just baited pike Q for your W, which is a really good trade. Because now he can't play the lane for 9 seconds. Okay?
Yeah, Ezra gets free farm, basically.
Yeah. So let me play that.
I always called that like aggressive baiting, like their skill shots and stuff.
Yeah, that's really good. It's just wiggle is like I think Core JJ uses it, which is why I use it. I'm a follower, I know.
Hey man, you can't pick many better people to follow than Core JJ.
Yeah. Real. Equals get bush. There you go. So now you just got wave prio. Nice.
Yeah, I'm trying to get him to ward there because I don't have a ward, so he does that.
Yeah, nice.
Because I know Rammus's bot right now.
Mm-hmm. Why?
So basically, he died top right. He died top side.
Mm-hmm.
So his bot camps were up on the scuttle, so he had to be bot. It's like he just cleared his top side camps with the scuttle, and then his bot camps were up. So that's where I was like, I think he's bot here, and yeah. And so Well, I don't know for sure, but that's my assumption.
No,
and then it
it's
ends up being true.
yeah. The pathing in the first 5 minutes of the game is very streamlined. You have to usually follow a path. It's once it reaches like the 7-8 minute mark where you can just like do whatever the fuck you want, because jungle clears become a lot faster then. So right here, like what you're doing here, by the way, is what you should have been doing level 1, where you're like kind of like receiving them. You're like playing aggressive if they walk into you. If not, you're just gonna walk back. So right here, you throw your Q. That's good. Actually, wait, no, you shouldn't even throw your Q. I'm lying. What you should have been doing instead is like you're kind of like playing on top of your Ezreal. Just don't do that. Just go to the bushes.
Yeah.
Because remember, they have no words. So if you walk into this bush, they have to be scared. And then the reason why I don't want you to Q here is because remember, you think about your abilities like a blitzcrank hook. Okay, for Braum, like his Q, think about it like a blitzcrank hook. The second you use your Q here, does the Kaisa need to be scared of you?
No, not at all.
So instead, if you had walked into this bush here and we're standing here, she would have to stand around here. But now since you showed and you're using your Q, she's just like, oh, okay, I'm gonna just farm these minions. So hold spells to create pressure. So usually, okay, one thing that I did tell you, was usually you want to use your spells when the melee minions are dead. So you did that correctly here. The only issue is like
they're too far back.
Yes.
For my Ezreal to do
yes. Exactly. So let's say you were here, or your Ezreal was here, and you were like here. Yeah. If you Q here on the Kaisa, for example, the Ezreal can follow up. So
yeah, because right now like the triangle is like really bad for me.
Yeah.
And then
anyways, so it usually has to like look like glasses pretty much if you want to like look for something. Anyways, okay. Mm-hmm. Write line and kind of like parentheses. So like what I mean by line was like the glasses thing I just told you.
Yeah.
It works for the reason why I said damage dealer is because like this applies in team fights and the rest of the game as well. So it's not just limited to your ADC.
I never even thought about it like that.
Yeah. Like in team fights, if you're throwing your Braum Q and let's say like your entire team is except Ezreal is out of yeah. It sounds like more, I don't know. Sounds more intense than it is, but yeah, he's back. He's back to bot side. So
I'll end up moving to go contest this scuttle crab here in like a couple seconds. Whenever it's spawning.
Okay, wait. So let me go back. So Rammus is. I just want to see the exact timing. Yeah, because you guys are fighting over.
We end up killing him here.
You guys are kind of
kill him here,
fighting over air. And like the Rammus, I guess because you saw the Rammus come. Yeah, you're right. Just like this is so weird because the scuttle's not
I think
spawned.
they're fighting over scuttle. Yeah, but it's like yellow. It's like the yellow on the map now. So it's like, what is it, like 10 seconds? I don't know.
Yeah, it is 10 seconds. But like the fact that you're basically you killed the Rammus by the time the scuttle spawned does not make sense. Also,
actually, Arna Fury dies here because the pike kills him.
Okay, don't be okay. So what you just did there was okay. I'm not sure if you were trying to give the kill. Don't. In situations where
I was trying to give the kill.
Don't do that. In situations where it's very close. Okay, usually in urgent situations, like that means like somebody is here within 5 seconds. Okay, don't try to like hand the person gold. You need to make sure you're getting the gold. But let's say nobody's coming for this Rammus, and your Naafir is 100% going to kill because she has an ability that will kill him for sure, then give the kill. Okay?
Okay.
Not urgent means...
I think that happened in one of my games, and I ended up costing a team a shutdown because our guy died to the person.
Yeah. I mean, it's like it's a tough balance. Like,
I took that one.
Yeah. Like right here. Yeah. Like here, you shouldn't take it. And then you would hold your Q and then you would flash on the Kaisa. And I think you would, I don't think you would kill her.
We get her flash. flashed because I flashed right there, and then
Yeah.
she flashed over the wall. But she would have been slowed from my Q earlier,
Yes.
so she wouldn't have been able to flash.
Yeah.
So,
So,
yeah,
how do I explain this? Only no kills.
yeah, if I Q now, I can just flash her, and she doesn't have enough time with the slow to get to get to this wall to flash.
Yeah,
it's free kill. Yeah. Still trading the flash there, I think, is good.
It's good.
Though.
Yeah, it is good. You did the right thing. Okay. I don't know what sound I just made, but I think I'm missing something. Good kills when this is and if carries have a way of getting the. So yeah, the reason why I said that part as well is because like the Nefiri has no spells, but the situation's not urgent. You still have to take the kill because they won't be able to get the kill if your Nefiri has no. You got it. Anyways,
yeah. Also, something I did notice when I do the basing, this is just something I gotta work on. I wanted to point it out because I was watching my game right now. Is I don't do like the looking at lanes after like something big happened. Like my brain stack was just used up on that fight, so I'm not using it now to like think, oh, where do I need to go? Like, but whenever I'm in lane and basing from lane, I'm like very consistently doing it. But like right now, like you said, I didn't look at any of my lanes. It's like it's just I don't know. That's something I gotta like work on, I guess.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, it's I mean, you just explained why you can't. It's just because you're overloaded pretty much. But eventually you have to get to a point where at the end of a fight, you're going to signal to yourself like, okay, right here, signal to yourself like, okay, now I have to start thinking about like the lanes and what I'm going to be going towards and like my items and stuff like that. It's kind of like, it's called like the end of a sequence. The sequence starts when you hit the fountain, and the sequence ends when you're taking your base, or like a fight is over, or you got the ejected you want it, or your conditions are bad. You get it. Okay. So end of the sequence equals. But this is like the final step. Also, one last thing. When you are playing melee supports, you have not. I was gonna say you won the game. You reach your like most critical point as a support when you have the wards, because now you can start giving full vision to your entire map. Therefore, right here, the second you hit 400 gold, I want you to be thinking, okay, I will be getting my ward. Therefore, I want to put down a ward before I base. So what that looks like is right now you would base, and then just you would want to base like a little closer to this wall. Just ward over this, and now you have vision of the next time the Rammus is coming to Krugs. Granted, I don't think he has the Krugs up. Actually, he has them up. Yeah. So you would see when the Rammus is coming by. Matter of fact, you would see him right now. Okay, your Ezreal's fucking dead. Okay, never mind. Enemy Kaisa doesn't have her W spell for some reason.
Oh, wait. Hold up. I don't see anything. Wait.
What's up?
Hold on. I'm going to stop watching real quick because like, I think the screen's laggy for me.
Okay.
Can you like start streaming again?
Yeah.
Like reset it? Because for me, I was just seeing like myself stuck on a 1 second recall.
You see it now?
Wait, no, I'm gonna leave the call. Okay, I see it now. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with that.
Yeah. So what was the last thing you saw?
I was basing, but like I understood everything that you're saying.
Okay. So yeah, so you would see the Rammus from the Krugs, and then I mean your Ezreal shouldn't have died. Okay, last thing, be very fucking careful with your spells, okay? Because right now you freak the fuck out. Like you really don't need to do anything. Like W and auto, that's all you need to do. Don't throw your Q, don't throw your E, just hold your spell. The better you become at doing this, the higher you're gonna go in the game. Because every single one of your spells should be used for a reason. Like right now, what is your reason for using the shield?
1 HP Ez.
Yeah.
My Ez was 1 HP.
Yeah. But there's nothing hitting him, right? So you shouldn't shield
Yeah.
here. And then right about, let's say, here. I mean, no, actually. Is there any way for you to save him, actually? Oh, yeah. If you hadn't queued.
I thought my Q to slow
Yeah.
the pike right now.
Yeah. And there's another thing you can do, which is like instead of Wing to the Rammus, you just walk straight at your Ezreal for a few. You basically walk a little bit to see if the Rammus is dumb enough to just give you an auto straight up. If that doesn't happen, then you can W forward. I'm fine with the way you played it, but you just have to remember, like, there's like a pike that's on the same tempo as you. So
yeah, that Q there, I was thinking the Rammus was going to keep going at the Ezreal, and then I get the last stack to stun him. And
yeah,
he didn't. He turned away. So
yeah,
it looks really int, but that was where my mind.
Yeah, no. Like, I get why you did it. It's just I need you to be more patient. Like, you're making your life hard by throwing all, by like throwing all your spells.
Yeah, because if I have it right now, the pike can't get a second. Like, he gets this first one off, but he can't get a second one off because he's too slow.
Yeah. So. Most optimal. Actually, this is called the one rotation rule. So in a given fight, usually if it's going to end within like 10 seconds. So right here, your Ezreal is either going to E here and Rammus is going to chase and he's going to get out, or you're going to fight a little bit and then the Ezreal is going to try to run out anyway. So no matter what, you're only getting one rotation of your spell, okay? So you need to think to yourself, what is the most optimal way for me to use my spell in this fight, okay? So to me, it would be Wing onto this guy to get like passive stacks so you guys can kite back. And then I need you to be ready to like block pike Q or intercept pike or do something related to pike. Therefore, that would make it so that you don't have to throw this or throw this. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because your objective is actually getting this guy out. It's not killing them.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
The most optimal. Okay, I'm like kind of fucking losing my mind. Anyways, so yeah, right here, they just killed you. The Rammus is not level 6. They're running to Drake and Scuttle Crab. Grubs are spawning. What do I want you to do? I actually need you to press tab, actually. Wait. You press it? Tell me you press it. Oh. Okay, you press it.
There we go.
You press it here. You press it here. Okay. The reason why I need to look is because I need to see who has ults and who's ahead, who's behind. Okay. So your top side should win 3v3. And actually, should you? Not really. Okay, Drakes are usually more important than Grubs. I'm not gonna lie. This season, they're just
because of the Petricite things.
And
the armor stacking on towers.
I think
I'm guessing.
Yes, did they nerf Grub? I think they nerfed Grubs directly. I'm not even sure. Like, I'm not gonna cope you. I think they did, but those two other things that you just mentioned, yes, they do nerf the Grubs actual. Because now if you hit with multiple people later on in the game on a tier 2 turret, you deal less damage even though you have 3 Grubs. So it's not important for you to have 3 Grubs because anyways. So all the way from back here, I want you to be thinking, okay, what's the next play? Do you think they can pull the Drake?
So I think they can pull the Drake, like do it.
Like
right now,
pull it. Just
asking.
Can they pull it here? Like, can they start hitting it?
I don't think so because Rammus is half.
Well, they can hit it, but should they hit? Okay, my question is not correct. What I'm saying is, like, can they finish the Drake if they pull it? The answer is no, right?
I don't think so. Yeah.
So they can pull it, but they shouldn't. So what you said was correct. And so, because right here, I think principle that would help you the most here is like try to make sure you're not showing anywhere. So like even throwing your Q here is not like, I would not recommend that. You would immediately after your Ezreal dies be thinking, okay, what do I need to do? And then just duck into vision right now, or go into vision or into fog, sorry, right now. And what that'll do is it'll make the enemy like anxious, be like, okay, what the fuck? Like I don't have information on the Braum, so he could be pretty much anywhere in the river right now. And so you would be faster to the. So don't drop your ward here. You only drop your ward.
I was just
here.
trying to deny him my ward.
Okay, don't do that either. Because you spent 75 gold for that ward, so that means that even if he gets 30 from that, like you now lost 45 gold just to make him lose. Like it just doesn't make sense. Yeah, it's just petty. Unless you have like an optimal
baller.
Yeah, unless you have like a actual place to put down your pink ward, don't do this. And then you would be like kind of moving towards the river. And so when the enemy is like playing towards an objective, because right now the ADC pushed his wave and he fogged, right? The Pyke just cleared this ward and then he's going to fog. And Rammus is in fog already. Their mid lane also fogged. So if they're going to pull this Drake, how are you going to contest it? Are you going to contest it through mid or through bot?
We'd have to contest through mid because that's where our jungle mid are.
So it would start with over here, your Ezreal's dead. And then you'd be like, okay, he's moving to Scuttle and there's a Drake. So I want to get information on whether or not they're on the Drake. So you would start walking towards Gromp. You would be at Gromp right about now. And the second your Nefiri pings on the way to the Drake, you just want to walk. I mean, honestly, you can walk the safe way. I don't really gaff. I don't give a fuck about losing that much HP. So what I would do is I would just walk like the aggressive way and then ward the banana bush that's like right there on the other side of that wall. And once you get that ward, you would just like scout whether or not they're pulling the Drake. If they are, you stand there, you wait for your teammates, and then you walk in. So let's see how you did it.
Okay.
Because I think, you end up contesting, but you're contesting through bot. So you see how like useless this feels?
Yeah. The reason I did that was because I was so late already, and then I saw them go ahead and pull the trigger. So I was like, I got to get there as fast as possible. And then they killed the Pyke, so I was like, okay, I got time to clear the ward.
Yeah. So you did the best with what you had, but the next time you need to be like, like every single time.
Yeah, I gotta be more proactive. So
proactive is a buzzword. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Don't use buzzword. No, I'm kidding. You can use whatever. You use whatever you want. No, I'm trolling. But
no, I gotta like just know where I need to be.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. No. You can use proactive. I don't mind. But basically, somebody dies. Like think, okay, what the fuck is next? Literally, someone dies equals think. A lot of the time, it'll like light up, or how do I say this? It'll light something up in your head. That does not sound right. You'll get an idea basically as to what you're supposed to do, okay? Just because you think, okay, somebody died, therefore maybe I can do something. So the reason why they started walking, it's actually a catalyst. There's actually the whole reason why this whole sequence happens is because your Ezreal dies. Yeah, exactly. Buzzword, literally. So it all starts from one death, literally. And then the next one is they start pulling the Drake, so then you fall into the objective. So objective, there's a lot to consider. So you consider what lane you're going through. You have to consider who your primary target is, who your carry is. So like who you use your spells on, or no, who you use your spells with. So like, let's say this Akali is like 5-0, you would literally just walk up with the Akali, even if the Nefiri is like not in range. So
yeah, and I think in this fight I would do it with Nefiri simply just because he's the only one with ult.
Yeah, that works too. Yeah,
like if we were to fight right now, like Akali without ult's kind of a shit champ. I'm gonna be honest.
Agreed. Summoner spells that are down for both you.
Also, Should I be with him on drag right now? We end up getting this drag stolen. So should I be with him on drag? I didn't think he'd get it stolen, so I didn't help him.
Okay, well, that's the other
She's
thing.
full HP and everything.
Okay, wait. So there's because I actually can't believe I forgot this. Wow, I'm trolling. The first thing with an objective take is: are you pulling it to fight? Are you pulling it to get the objective, to kill the objective? So, pulling objective to get a fight or finish objective. So the whole like conversation here should always be, okay, if your Nefiri is pulling the Drake, who can steal it? That could be a Jinx ult, that could be Cho'Gath R, it could be there's other shit that deals damage to monsters basically. I guess, yeah. Anything that has high damage on objectives, like you need to be thinking of that. And then obviously smite, right? So if those things are up, you're gonna fight. Like unless you know that they're not at the objective, you should assume that they're gonna go to the objective. Okay? So right here, you kill the Pyke. Does that mean that the Rammus isn't here?
No, the Rammus could be there. Yeah. And that's why I'm walking to get vision of him, so I ward his. So I think he's on his Grugs. I mean, Croach. Yeah. So I ward them and I spot him. And so I'm like, oh, okay, he's there. He's not gonna contest. So I walk back 5, and then he contests, and now we get a drag solid.
Let me think. Because you're kind of spitting facts right here. Okay, the way I would do this instead is just like the second I see the Rammus who's able to contest, I would just like stand here at this bush. Because it's good for you to be able to get EXP bot and push in the wave, but it's even better for you to make sure that this Drake doesn't get stolen. Obviously, you told me like in game you didn't think it gets stolen, but remember, as long as you don't know exactly where they are, as you're finishing the Drake, they can take the Drake. So you have to always be on alert for that. Okay, so no, yeah, again, you shouldn't have been on the Drake, but you should make sure.
It's stolen, I'm like,
yeah. So, okay.
I use my E here to try to get move speed to hit him. So that's I don't know if I think it's probably bad, but it's
yeah, probably hold it. Not probably, you should hold it. But oh, that's not good.
Yeah, this was a bad fight. I think it turns out fine, but that was it. I played it really bad. I already know I did.
Let me see. You didn't play that bad. You got your W off. And then right here, you want to stand in front of the Ezreal. Again, make sure you're like holding your spells because that's like the biggest thing. And then make sure you're not Eing unless there's like an important spell that's coming out. So right now, if you think you're getting a one shot by the Kai'Sa, throw your E towards her.
Yeah, I think I buffered it because I saw the Ari charm innovation. I meant to press it, but I was like a little bit slow, and so then it came out after my charm. I could be wrong. I don't know for sure, but
I think you might have E'd like after. I mean, it doesn't matter, but it doesn't matter. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not here to shit on you for the way you played in the fights. It's chill. Okay.
And then here I'm trying to think. I'm like thinking to myself. I'm like, do I want Bando pipes or because like I don't have gold. I wanted Bando pipes, but then I'm like, I don't have gold for it. Do I want Locket? And I was like, I think Bando pipes are too OP. So I'm like, I'll just not buy Locket.
So like, I'm gonna play devil's advocate with you. Like, are you ready for this?
You're gonna say Bando pipes aren't OP.
No, Locket is just more OP because they have assassins.
Okay. True. Yeah. True.
Yeah.
True.
If they have divers, like, okay, champions that will get on top of you and deal damage to you no matter what, like J4 ult, Ari ult, fucking Yone R, Maokai R, you get it, okay? Shit like that, Karthus R, it's literally targeted on you. You like Locket is way better. It doesn't matter if you can deal more damage, if in the fight you're gonna lose fucking 600 HP. Instead, make that 400. Okay. So okay. Our ADC hasn't based. Their ADC hasn't based. Okay. So you decide to move to these grubs.
Yeah, because I think the Remus has to be topside, so I was like, maybe we could win this fight.
Yeah, what you did was good. It's just right now, don't. Okay, so first of all, don't walk through the jungle. I mean, I should have written that down before. Sorry.
It's just a creature of habit, man.
Yeah. I mean, no, it's fair. I had to learn this too. Don't worry.
I'm not actively thinking about it, so it's not something you're used to.
Yeah. So okay, right here you'd be moving through mid. You'd be at mid. You'd be at mid tier 2 like right now, and now I want you to be thinking, okay, I want to go to the grubs. Where the fuck is the support? So you track the jungle, good, but you still have to track your support. So what I want you to do is just spam ping danger bot. Okay. Honestly, you can spam ping danger right now as well. Actually, the right answer is yeah, spam ping right now. But the reason why is because Pike has been up for how long? 14. Pike has been up for 16 seconds.
Yeah, I think that's another big issue with my game is I don't use pings like at all. Like I use like on my way, but like I never use danger or I never use like the other stuff.
Are you scared of you tilting your teammates?
No, it's just like I'm not like I came from C-Lol and I'm not used to pinging because I would just say what I'm doing. I'll be like, hey bot, be careful. Oh, I don't know if that's bad or anything, but like that's
it's not bad. It's just like in solo queue you have to use pings because you can't use voice. Yeah. So I mean, if you're in voice with the Ezreal, do that. But sorry, what did you say? Okay, yeah, exactly.
That's how it was.
Yeah. So to prevent this death would just be to just ping him back. He would walk away. You'd make sure you get. Actually, what you should be doing is you should be walking through mid. Actually, because what you're doing, what your play is describing to me, was that you need to hit these grubs right the fuck now. Whereas it's the same thing as Drake, right? When you're pulling an objective, you're pulling it through a lane. And right now, you're not pulling it through any lane. You're just you're walking yourself. Usually you want to escort your teammates. So you would walk straight through mid, push the mid wave with your Akali, and then move up. Make sure you can get all 3 of the grubs. If the Rammus shows up, then you can start walking. But remember, contest an objective through the lane. Okay?
Okay. Yeah.
And if you're thinking right now to yourself, I don't want to take EXP, get that fucking habit out of here. Because you're going to get level 6. Please and thank you.
True. I think I actually do notice that too. So I went to the grub to try to kill this grub real quickly before going to contest because I was like, I need this grub for 6. And then
that's good. But you're living off of scraps in terms of EXP if you don't go through the mid wave. Okay. Again.
I waste my Q and my W.
Just literally stand there. That's it. You don't even actually. Matter of fact, you just stand in the bush. That's it. You need to get information. That's all. You don't even need to use your stack on the Rammus because you don't want to take damage from the Rammus. So just stand on the tip of the bush, and then once the Ahri gets in range of you, you can then start walking back. But this fight is gonna look good no matter what because you are up numbers. So actually, let me think.
I think the play's over here, so I base. I think they can continue.
I think you ulti too early, actually. Yeah, you do ulti too early. Okay. The reason why you ulti too early is because you're ulting to get like a 2-man knock up, right? Does knocking up the Ahri do anything?
No.
Not really, yeah. It looks cool.
That's something I've seen a lot of my champs, like especially with Nautilus, or like if I get like a 3-man ulti like through people, or like Rakan, if I get like a 5-man like ult, I'm like, oh, I gotta go. This is gonna be a good play, and then I'm like, wait. I don't have any follow-up now, and that's like a bad habit I have.
Yeah, adaption. That's fair. An ex-pro player for Cincinnati Fear, rank 2 on support, rank 14 on ADC on the NA ladder, and a CLOL champion. After years of competing at the top of North America, I've helped a ton of students finally hit their dream ranks by showing them what actually wins games. If you're serious about climbing this season, book a session, and I'll help you see the game the way a challenger does. Stop guessing, start improving.